Welcome to Whispers of Wisdom, where every story hides a secret waiting to be told. Stay with us, and don't forget to like and subscribe, before the shadows find you. Chapter 1, The Shattered Truth. The phone rang just past midnight, slicing through the silence of my living room. I almost ignored it, but something in the way it kept ringing, urgent, relentless, forced me to pick up. "This is Sheriff Daniels," a grim voice said. "I'm afraid I've got some bad news." My grip on the receiver tightened. "What happened?" There was a pause, then his words came like bullets. "Your wife, she signed the papers. She sold your son to a cartel." The room spun. My heart slammed against my ribs, and for a moment I couldn't breathe. "That's impossible," I whispered. But the sheriff's voice carried no hesitation. "He's been missing for 5 days," Daniels continued, quieter now, as if lowering his tone would soften the blow. "Your brother tried to stop them. They used your own gun against him." The world went still. My brother, my blood, shot while trying to protect my son. And my wife, the woman I built a life with, had betrayed us all. I dropped into the chair by the window, staring out at the darkness. Memories came flooding back, nights spent hunting cartel members across the border, the promises I made to keep my family safe, the sacrifices carved into my soul. I left that life behind to protect them. And now, my worst enemy had crept inside my own home. A storm of rage burned in my chest. My son was out there, trapped in the clutches of monsters I knew all too well. I'd seen what cartels did to the innocent. I couldn't waste another second. I whispered to myself, like a vow etched in stone, "They forgot who I am. They forgot I hunt cartels for a living." And with that, the hunt began. Chapter 2, Into the Cartel's Lair. The road stretched endlessly before me, lit only by the dim glow of my headlights. Every mile I drove pulled me deeper into the shadows of my past, the places I once swore I'd never return to. My son's face haunted me in the reflection of the windshield, his laughter echoing like a ghost. 5 days. 5 days too long in the hands of men who treated human life like currency. I started with my old contacts, the ones who owed me favors and the ones who hated me enough to talk out of fear. A bartender in a dusty border town whispered the first lead. A convoy had been seen moving north, guarded, fast, and ruthless. That was cartel movement, no doubt. But I wasn't the only one watching. Twice that night, headlights appeared behind me, tailing close before vanishing into the desert roads. The cartel knew I was coming. They always knew. At dawn, I pulled off the road near an abandoned gas station. Bullet holes riddled the rusted sign, a reminder of the wars I'd fought before. Inside, I found what I expected, 2 men waiting, guns drawn, sent to stop me before I got any closer. The fight was quick, brutal, and one-sided. By the time the dust settled, I had their phones, a blood-stained map, and confirmation, my son was alive. But the message was clear. This wasn't just about ransom. This wasn't just about debt. The cartel wanted me broken. They wanted to drag me back into their world and crush me from the inside. I stood over the bodies and clenched my fists. If they thought fear would stop me, they had forgotten everything I am. The hunt wasn't slowing down. It was only beginning. Chapter 3, Blood for Blood. The cartel's compound rose from the desert like a fortress of shadows, steel gates, armed guards, and watchtowers cutting into the horizon. It wasn't the first stronghold I'd faced, but this one was different. This time, my son's life hung in the balance. I slipped through the night with the silence of a predator. Every step brought me closer, every breath steadier than the last. When the first guard fell, his body hit the dirt without a sound. The second never saw the knife coming. The path into hell was carved in silence and blood. Inside, chaos erupted. Gunfire cracked through the compound as my presence was discovered. Years of training came back like instinct: duck, aim, fire. Each pull of the trigger was fueled by rage, by betrayal, by love for my son. Men fell, one after another, but I didn't stop. I couldn't. Finally, I reached the heart of the compound. My son was there, bound, terrified, but alive. And standing before him was the cartel leader, a man with cold eyes and a smile carved from cruelty. "You should have stayed gone," he sneered. "We didn't just take your boy. We're sending a message. You can't kill what we've built." I raised my weapon, my voice calm, steady. "You forgot one thing. I don't stop until the message is mine." The fight was brutal, close, personal. When it ended, the leader lay broken at my feet, his empire burning around him. I freed my son, his small arms wrapping around me in a desperate grip that nearly broke me in half. We walked out together, the desert wind carrying the smoke of vengeance behind us. The world thought they could break me. But they forgot, I don't run from cartels. I hunt them.